What actually happens to your body when you squat like this every single day? I have been squatting like this every single day for the last 6 years without fail. And I can tell you that this simple act has completely transformed my body and my mind. It has opened up my hips, it has mobilized my ankles, fixed my knee issues, decompressed my spine, improved my digestion, improved my posture, and given me freedom to actually move without limitations. Today, I'm going to tell you what you can expect when you undertake this challenge of daily squatting for the next 100 days. Day 1 is like the awakening. Everything will hurt. This position is not going to feel natural to you if you have never done it in the past. Your ankles are going to scream, your knees are going to ache, your back will be fried, but this is all normal. This is your body going back to the fundamental movements that it has lost over time. So what you can expect is a lot of discomfort, a lot of weaknesses showing up, a lot of wanting to quit, and a lot of questioning yourself whether this is okay for you to do. So I'm going to assure you that you must push through this. How are you going to make this easier for yourself? You're going to elevate your heels slightly onto an elevation, which will allow you to sit back more. You're going to hold on to support. So whether that's a TRX, whether that's a pole, whether that's something that allows you to sit back into your heels. This will allow you that position to access it with more comfort so that you can actually chill down here. Your goal for day 1 is just to accumulate as much time as possible in this squat throughout the day. So whether that's 30 seconds, 5, 10 times, by the end of the day, calculate your time, note it down, and that's going to follow you into day 2. Now, day 2 to 3 is what I call the resistance phase. This is going to be hard because you're going to want to challenge yourself by holding this position for longer, but your body is not going to be allowing you to do that, right? So again, knees are going to ache, your lower back will ache. When you come out of that squat, things will not feel good for you. You're going to wonder whether it's safe for you. You're going to wonder whether you can cause more injuries. You're going to wonder how the hell you're ever going to be able to sit like this. Trust me, you have to continue onto day 7 where it's going to get a lot better. Our students who come through our program notice effects within 4 to 6 days, dramatic effects, to the point where they start up here. By day 7, they're back here. So by day 2 or 3, you want to accumulate more time throughout the day. So if you had started with 60 seconds, 2 minutes on day 1, here you want to build up to 5 to 7 minutes over the course of a whole day. Some tips that I suggest is do this when you're resting, do this when you're watching TV, do this when you're brushing your teeth, when you're scrolling your phone. Just do this whenever you remember and do this instead of sitting. If you sit a lot, get up from your chair every hour and just do this for a minute. By the time you go to bed at night, you're going to accumulate a lot more than 5 minutes. I guarantee you that. It just needs to become a habit. Now, day 7 is where the shift begins. You are going to notice yourself improving in your ankles, in your knees, in your hips. Your position will be lower. You're going to notice if you were using support, you're going to be using a lot less support right now. And most of all, this position is going to become more comfortable to you, to the point where it feels natural, to the point where you start to crave squatting instead of sitting. Most people who come to day 7 who have been consistent from day 1 accumulate a lot more time in this position. The position feels a lot more natural to them, and they actually begin to understand that they have lost something which they were born with, which humans have evolved to have. So by day 7, it's going to set you on a trajectory where you know that the goal is in sight and you're going there. Now, day 7 and onwards to about day 14, I want you to be very strict in how much time you're spending in this position. My advice to most of my students is to accumulate 30 minutes throughout the day. You're in a position where you're going to feel more comfortable and you need to challenge yourself. So get a timer, get a notebook, write it in your phone. 30 minutes every single day, day 7 to day 14. If you can't manage it, then do 15 minutes, do 20 minutes, see how long it actually takes you. Try to get 30 minutes by day 14. This is accumulated throughout the day. This is not difficult if you apply it to everything that you do. As I said before, instead of sitting in chairs or on couches, squat. When you're brushing your teeth, when you're watching TV, when you're scrolling the internet, squat. you will accumulate 30 minutes, and that's your goal for day 14. As we cross into day 30, it becomes the embodiment phase. This is when you find yourself squatting everywhere and anywhere. You're not going to care that you're a weirdo. You'll be squatting in shopping centers. You'll be squatting at bus stations. You'll be squatting while you're waiting for your Uber. You're going to be squatting while you're playing with your dog. You're going to be squatting when you're tying your shoe. Truth be told, you'll be squatting anywhere and everywhere. Your body is going to start to crave it. If you followed everything from day 1 that I spoke about, by day 30, you are going to start to embody this position, and it's going to become something natural to you, something that you crave. This is the position where we can play with that squat. This is the time when you'll be able to do things like moving through that squat with complete freedom. This is the time when your hips and your ankles are going to be so much looser, so much more lubricated, to the point where you are now a full-time squatter. If you keep doing this, day 50 to day 100, this becomes your lifestyle. And this is where the transformation is going to become permanent. This is where you are going to notice the transformation to the point that you will be teaching others about it. This is where you're going to notice that you have completely free ankles, knees, hips, lower back. This is where you're going to notice that you can sit back without elevation. This is where you notice that your shins are not suffering anymore. This is where you notice your digestion improving. And this is where squatting just becomes a part of your regular practice. Day 50 to 100 is just going to be a natural evolution where you use squatting in between your sets, where you use squatting to see what's going on in your body every single morning. It's just going to be something that you do regularly without thinking about it. Once you reach this stage where you tell yourself, I actually crave this position on a daily basis, that's where you can start to play with so much more when it comes to mobility. That's when you'll be able to do more floor work. That's when you'll be able to do things that you did as a child, like cartwheels, like transitioning through low gate positions. You have complete freedom. And you can see what a simple act of just doing a passive resting squat over the course of 30, 50, 100 days has completely transformed your life. It's such a simple thing. I give this challenge to every student that comes through my program, and I make sure that they do it like brushing your teeth. It's a little habit that you can implement, which is going to become discipline, which is going to lead to extraordinary results over the course of a month, 2 months, 100 days. I want to let you know, your body is not broken. You are not too old. You are not too injured. You have just forgotten to do the fundamental movements that your body craves. This is not training. This is not exercise. This is not squatting under a barbell. This is chilling and resting in a position that should be accessible to you. I advocate making movement a part of your daily life every single day. And this is such a simple way to do it. From here, you can implement one of my many movement snacks where you're moving through this squat position, where you're lubricating your body, opening up all the joints. And it's so simple. It takes 5 or 10 minutes every single day, and that's all you need to transform your movement and your mobility. If you want to go deeper into the daily routines, mobility practices, and groundwork where I focus on rebuilding your body, click the link below to join my Moves Method community. If you like this video, if you find it helpful, please give it a like, subscribe, share it with your friends, because it just helps us reach more people. It helps us share the word of movement, and it helps us transform more lives. Remember that movement is your medicine, integrated daily into your life, and you are going to transform your body and your mind. See you in the next video.